just see the hole. There's not much. Oh, I see that. I'll look after it. No, well, she's either mermaid, don't you? Oh, okay. Well. Oh, I've seen a mermaid. Oh, it's too hot. Because I want a coin. I want to put a coin in the meter. Oh no, not nowadays. Too cold. It's a bit cold actually. It's killing me. I don't like it.
What do you think should be done better about in this power station? What we think they should do is we think that they should be building small power stations that can use the heat that they generate. Because obviously the way that the power station works is they burn the gas to create steam to run the turbine, and that generates the electricity. But as a byproduct of that, what you get is a lot of waste heat. And with this power station as it stands, that's just going to be dumped into the haven. And what we're saying is they should be building small, efficient power stations that can be used, where the heat can be taken and used to heat homes or can be used for business.
But isn't a gas-fired power station a lot cleaner and more efficient than a coal-fired power station?
Yes, gas is much better than coal, but we can see that obviously there's a lot of issues around climate change, and gas is still a fuel that generates climate change and gases, and also it's a fuel that's becoming more and more expensive as well, as we've seen just in recent months. So what we need to be doing is using it as effectively as possible. Obviously the ideal would be to move straight over to renewable energy, but we're accepting that as a transition we do need to have some new gas-fired power stations, but we want those to be as effective and efficient as possible to make the best use of the gas that they're burning.
But won't this bring much needed jobs to the area?
Absolutely, we totally are saying that there is a need for a power station in the area. What we're saying is that we want an effective and efficient power station. It will still generate jobs. And if we have a power station that is as efficient as possible, those jobs will last for longer. If we have a really inefficient power station, the chances are that as carbon pricing becomes to bite, because we're seeing that happening already, that internationally it's being accepted that we need to put a price on carbon, well those jobs are going to be much less secure if this is an inefficient power station. So yes, we definitely need jobs, and we want a power station that will generate jobs, but we want it to be one that will generate jobs that last.
What exactly is so wrong with this power station?
It's wrong because they are pumping heat into the haven, and I am a cold-blooded creature, when they could be heating 350,000 homes in Wales, which is the equivalent of 40% of the electricity use in Wales.
That's it. That's my only question to them. It's all just a bit high in the sky though. I mean, aren't there technical reasons why the waste heat can't be harnessed?
Well, the waste heat can be harvested, collected, and indeed it is in other countries. Other power stations will capture over 90% of all the heat generated away. Would be the total energy capture from the plant. So as well as generating electricity, the heat heat is then used in district heating schemes, which is the point we're trying to make here, because this waste heat which is going into Avon could be used to heat homes, and at a time when fuel prices are rising and there's more and more chance of fuel poverty and the damaging effects of that on the poor, old and vulnerable, then it's a crime to throw this heat away. And I say, it's not pie in the sky. Austria, Scandinavia, they have district heating schemes.
Well, if it's happening there, why can't it happen here?
Well, the thing is that in the UK, the government relies on free enterprise to take up the reins of these initiatives, and in other Scandinavian countries, and say Austria, the government there is willing to invest in putting the infrastructure needed to do that. And so the infrastructure you need is pipes, district heating schemes which take the heat from the power station to housing estates and things. You need actually smaller power generation units so that they can be distributed in housing areas. And LNG is actually the perfect fuel to do that, because if you think of a coal power station, there's a lot more noxious emissions from a coal power station. LNG burns relatively cleanly, and so you could quite happily have small generators feeding quite sizable towns with the heat. And as I say, it's being done around the world, except it's not going to get done here. There is the facility to capture the heat from this power station, but there's no direct plan to actually use it. So when this power station will be commissioned in 2012, they've got no existing contracts where this heat will be used. So as far as the plans lie at the moment, this heat will go into the haven.
But doesn't the government have more essential things to spend our money on, especially now in a recession?
Well, I think this is using this heat to heat homes would be an excellent use of money. We're giving financial handouts to old people for their home heating. Why not just give them the heat, a heat that would be wasted? So it makes good economical sense to use this heat. Also, if you bring in climate change, the government seems to be willing to step in with cash injection when it comes to rescuing banks and things. Why can't it step in with probably the bigger threat of climate change to absolutely maximise our use of fossil fuels by capturing the